I have confidence in the security of this election because I know the work that we've done for 4 years in support of our state and local partners. I know the work that the intelligence community has done, that the Department of Defense has done, that the FBI has done, that my team has done. I know that these systems are more secure. I know, based on what we have seen, that any attacks on the election were not successful.
And if you can't believe him and trust him, who can you believe and trust? That's tonight's Red Hot video of former Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency head Chris Krebs. Come on, most trustworthy man in the world, explaining his confidence that he had, at least, in the 2020 presidential election, one that he called the most secure in history. Now, believe it or not, here we are 5 years later. A new bombshell from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, with a new FBI director, greatly undermines Mr. Krebs' claims. FBI Director Kash Patel handing over newly declassified intelligence documents, an entire report that says that China carried out mass-produced fake ID rackets in the United States to upend the 2020 presidential election with mail-in ballots to benefit lunch bucket Joe Biden. The intelligence reports of the Chinese interference were from August of 2020, long before Election Day. But the FBI that we know and love, then under the leadership of Christopher Wray, neither bothered to go out and corroborate the reporting or the investigation. They didn't even investigate the claims. Now, instead, what the FBI did is they pulled back. They actually recalled the substantiated allegations and never made them public. Why would the American public want to know about that? The declassified documents, now newly declassified documents, are now in the hands of Senate Judiciary Chairman Senator Chuck Grassley. And I've got to say, this is kind of a big deal, isn't it? You know, and once again, our FBI is at the center of it, and we had John Penitentiary Face Brennan at the CIA undermining our 2020 election, being one of the signatories to that felonious 51 letter saying the Hunter Biden laptop reporting had all the earmarks of Russian disinformation, and they're Russia, Russia, Russia. That's the Democrat Party's talking point. Then we discovered China, where the Biden family is doing business and getting money out of the Chinese. And they were tampering with massive numbers, tens of thousands of fake IDs to get people to get mail-in ballots. And guess what? Amazingly, President Trump won all 50 states in in-person voting, and Joe Biden won all 50 states in mail-in ballots. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, we at the Federalist were reporting greatly in 2020 about the problems with mail-in voting, and we were censored for it. We were one of the few places that were saying, hey, look, this is not secure. And then you had, like the guy we just saw saying, it was the most secure election in history. Look, this news about China is very alarming, but it's not. I mean, we already knew that the FBI was intervening in the election to help Joe Biden. This was the same FBI that was scuttling information and an investigation into the Bidens and their foreign business dealings, Hunter Biden's tax evasion. And so that's not a surprise. It's also not a surprise because we know the FBI in 2016 used its resources to go after the Trump campaign based on the Steele dossier that was fabricated information shipped to it by the Clinton campaign. But I mean, we'll see where the evidence goes. I'm very interested to hear what exactly was going on. Yeah. But I guess we finally found some foreign interference that the Democrat partisans at the FBI weren't interested in.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think we shouldn't trust everything our government tells us.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.